While Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch belt exchange ceremony creates major controversy, Mickie James and Inspiration becomes new knockout champions at Bound for Glory. Welcome everyone to Belle. This is DS and this is Women's Wrestling Weekly Recap, and today I'm wearing Shang-Chi outfit for the Halloween. I was struggling for half an hour because there's this big zipper in the back. I don't know how to zip it up. Let's jump right into what everyone's talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It is Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. So the whole weekend social media was blowing up because Charlotte and Becky Lynch apparently had real life backstage fight because of this stupid segment. So on SmackDown we saw SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch, who's on Raw, swap her title with Charlotte Flair, the Raw Women's Champion, who's now on SmackDown. During this segment, we saw Charlotte Flair trying to do like a cat and mouse thing, pulling the belt away from Becky, and at one point, she dropped the belt on the floor. Apparently that is where everything started. Dropping the belt was off script, and then we saw Becky Lynch throw her SmackDown Women's Championship to Charlotte Flair. So the nominal issue that we saw with this segment is that because they're exchanging championship like it's nothing, throwing the belt, dropping the belt on the floor, people thought it was bad for the prestige of these women's championships. So what happened backstage? After everyone came backstage, apparently Becky Lynch was very upset at Charlotte Flair, saying that Charlotte intentionally trying to make her look bad, and that became a very heated argument even though there wasn't any physical altercation. The other thing we saw after the segment was that when they did the rerun of the SmackDown episode on Fox, they edited out the belt dropping part, which proved that WWE legitimately had issues with that action from Charlotte Flair. We also saw Andrade, who is Charlotte's fiance, tweet out "F you WWE." That is also another sign that something has gone wrong, right? Unless Andrade is really doing the most to build this Survivor Series match. And after this whole Charlotte gate opened throughout the weekend. I'm just gonna read it from here because there's so many things that happened, which I don't even know which is true or not at this point because it's all hearsay, to be honest. So Charlotte Flair walked past gorilla position without speaking to Vince McMahon, which enraged Vince. Charlotte was escorted out of the building by security. Charlotte Flair was asked to leave the venue before Becky Lynch's dark match concluded to avoid further confrontation. And then there was news that Sonya Deville wanted to actually fight Charlotte Flair backstage after SmackDown. I don't know why she would be that mad. AEW Torch reported that a lot of the wrestlers backstage is considering Becky as a hero of the situation for standing up for Charlotte Flair. Charlotte has become increasingly difficult to work with as of late. Take everything with a grain of salt. This could all be just build up for Survivor Series. Apparently Charlotte Flair was campaigning to lose her title to Bianca Belair clean on Raw. She's a huge fan of Bianca Belair and she thought the finish killed what could have been a big win for Bianca. Honestly, a lot of information coming out about this stupid segment that nobody wanted, and apparently Becky and Charlotte did not want it either. And unless this is for Total Divas, this is just giving me a headache. And I just hope they say sorry to each other and make up because they are all grown-ass women and they're fighting about this stupid-ass belt-swapping segment, and that is really, really dumb. Before we move on, I just want to thank our amazing sponsor for this video, GEMSTONE Legend. This is a game that I've been playing for the last couple of weeks because I love some badass female warriors, the dragons, the fairies, and the magic, the RPG. This game has everything I love. So this is one of the coolest new puzzle RPG game in 2021, where you swipe around to line up this gemstone. You know what I'm talking about. This is a puzzle that you've played before, but what's really great about it is that you get to play with your heroes. Right! So you get to fight evil enemies with 5 heroes of your choice, and you get to fight them by swiping and matching those gemstones and getting those combo points. And just like Trish Stratus Faction and Lita has a moonsault, each character has their finisher move. Really cool graphics, the cool storyline, the raid bosses. Also, you get to collect artifacts throughout the game and you can customize them into your character. So you got the RPG element of giving those best favorite items to your favorite character. And you know what? I've been working really hard to get these really cute characters. I'm not advanced enough to get them yet, but there are some really cool Egyptian goddess, flower fairies, the queen. These cool characters, I'm so excited to get them. So this game is available for download for free on both iOS and Android. If you don't believe my word, go and look at the reviews on both Android and iOS. Ratings are really high, so people are obviously enjoying this game. And also, GEMSTONE Legends had gifted all of you that's going to download using this QR code a welcome gift basket that's about $50 amount of goodies. So if you download the game using this QR code, again for free, and after you're done with the tutorial, they will give you the welcome package, which includes Morelia, who's super cute, but also she's a really good healer, so she will help you through the entire game. So what are you waiting for? Use this QR code or the links in the video description or pinned comment. Download GEMSTONE Legends for free, and let's play together. Let's play the game! Alright, let's go to NXT 2.0. We got 2 matches and these letter talk. Oh my god, I'm so sweaty right now. So we saw Cora Jade versus Elektra Lopez. This was just like Cora Jade's previous matches where she was fighting a powerhouse or like relative veteran to her, and then she wins the match with a roll-up. This is a classic underdog character, even though she's winning all the matches. So I don't know where this is exactly going. But Cora Jade, I really like her. She like skates out, which is really cool. Yeah, this was a cute one, stratified. And then we saw triple threat match Persia Pirotta versus JC Jane and the tag team champion Io Shirai. So this one I thought was pretty ambitious match because triple threats are a pretty hard match, and Paloma always talks about how difficult it is to do triple threat. And except for Io Shirai, JC and Persia are like newer to NXT. And this ended up being a really good showcase for Persia, because JC Jane was taken out of the match after a failed suicide dive, which reminded me a lot of Sasha Banks and Brie Bella. Thankfully, JC Jane had a CT scan, apparently everything's fine, she does not have a big injury. This kind of became an opportunity for Persia to really show her skills, and it was impressive to see her get to hang in there with Io Shirai, who is obviously one of the best talents that's out there, and I think that's very, very promising for Persia. I already love her character. Her and Indy is someone that I'm really, really excited to see going forward. So in this match, which became a one-on-one match, Io Shirai picked up the win with a beautiful moonsault, and after this match, she rolled a roulette and she got the leather to the heaven match, so it will be triple threat tag leather match. Oh, that match is gonna be pretty intense. Satisfaction for me, and props to Persia for hanging in there. She really took care of JC when she landed awkwardly. This could have been disastrous for someone green like Persia, and she was able to finish the match no problem. I'm very impressed. And then we saw Mandy Rose Raquel Gonzalez promo, and this was very classic diva versus wrestler promo. Yeah, this was cute, satisfying. Let's move to Impact, and this is a go-home show for Bound for Glory, their biggest pay-per-view of the year. We saw two matches. The first match we saw was triple threat intergender tag match leading into the Digital Media Championship match at Bound for Glory. So it was Jordan Grace and Fowler versus Crazy Steve and Chelsea Green versus John Schuyler and Tennille Dashwood. Yes, so Impact is introducing this Digital Media Championship, which now we know the inaugural champion is Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace so deserved that title, because in this match, Jordan Grace, she was like ballistic cannonball running around everywhere with so much force. This was just kind of a preview match for what's to happen on Bound for Glory. It was interesting to see some interaction between Fala and some of the women like Tennille Dashwood and Chelsea Green. Again, Impact is very good at booking intergender matches. They never make it look forced. It just kind of flows, and Fala and the women's like weight difference is kind of like showcased here leading up to that match. So Digital Media Championship kind of sounds weird, but if you think about it, it's like the TV championship, like a TBS championship, but Impact is like all over digital, so I think they just want to like really bank on it, saying that it's a Digital Media Championship. So in this match, John Schuyler and Tennille Dashwood won. Again, this is just a preview match. Yeah, satisfied. Next match was Mickie James' first Impact Wrestling match in 6 years, and it was the Pick Your Poison match. She had to face the opponent of Deanna's choice, which was Savannah Evans. Savannah Evans is the powerhouse of Impact Wrestling, and last week during her match with Lady Frost, I talked a little bit about how there's a lot of impressive powerhouses in the industry that people really have to go extra mile to be remembered as a monster heel. And I think for Savannah, this match with Mickie James was what she needed. We know that Mickie James made her career, of course, the psycho gimmick with Trish Stratus, but also what really made her as a face character was her amazing feud with Beth Phoenix. Mickie James is extremely good at playing babyface and an underdog. Her, meaning Savannah, it was just a gift for Savannah. So props to Mickie for making Savannah look absolutely amazing. I like the spot where Mickie like bit Savannah, like that really shows that she's in it to win it. During this match, Deonna Purrazzo came out and started like watching the match, which was a little bit of interference, but Mickie James was still able to win the match with Tornado DDT, the Mickie DDT. After this match, Deonna Purrazzo came into the ring, although we have to remember there's no touch, no contact clause, although Deonna does touch Mickie, but her strategy here was using the Drama King to attack Mickie James, lay her out, so that she technically didn't lay her. No, that was like cute, it was cute. Backstage, we saw her interact with the authority figure, Scott D'Amore. He basically bans Drama King from accompanying Deonna for Bound for Glory match. Again, really good match for Mickie James, and a good segment afterwards, so satisfaction. After this, we saw a contract signing segment with The Decay and The Inspiration's lawyer. I mean, the this was cute. If the FedEx segment from last week was to show more of the Inspirations character, I think this one was more for Decay, because Decay went all crazy about like, why are we signing this with ink? I want blood. Yeah, good character work from Rosemary. Dress fine. On AEW Rampage, we saw a match between Anna Jay and Britt Baker, DMD, and this match was really, really fun. I think this is definitely one of Anna Jay's best match, and I think Britt Baker definitely did her best to make Anna Jay look amazing. In this match, Britt Baker was really interacting with a lot of the cameraman, randomly winking to the cameraman and like talking to the cameraman, and her having that good relationship with the production team is obvious because that whole glove spot, it was produced so well. The way the camera filmed it, it looked amazing. That spot always looks so special. I really enjoyed Anna Jay's Queen Slayer spot. I think Britt again really helped making it look legit and awesome. Yeah, Anna Jay is looking great, making the moves flow, her timing's really on point, and I think her moves look good. I think the only thing I want from Anna Jay is like, mean it. I think sometimes it looks like she's just going by the motions. That's the only thing I noticed throughout this match, but I think she's like on the right path to be the star. So really, really enjoyed this match. Satisfied. So Britt Baker wins this match with lockjaw, and after winning, she tries to put another lockjaw onto Anna Jay, and who comes out to help? Obviously Tay Conti, and this sets up full gear AEW Women's Championship between Tay Conti and Britt Baker. SmackDown, some of the things I did not talk about. We saw a brief interaction between Sonya Deville and Naomi, where Naomi's like, I want a real match tonight, and Sonya's like, get the hell out of my face. And then Naomi did. I like that they're having a consistent storyline, but this one, I wish like Sonya was able to like threaten her more by using her like authority power, instead of like Sonya's like, get out, and Naomi's like, okay, fine. We also saw 3 new faces to SmackDown. Xia Li had a promo that was pretty kick-ass with the sword and everything. And we saw Aliyah have a little backstage promo saying that she's gonna give SmackDown a makeover and SmackDown will be bougie. And we also got to see B-Fab at Hit Row. So yeah, all these new faces, they're all snippets, but I enjoyed it. Satisfying. And of course, we talked extensively about the title exchange situation, which was dumb. I really hope this is all build up for Survivor Series, because if it is, people are really getting swerved and it's gonna be a very hot match. After the titles were exchanged, we saw Sasha Banks come out, and she was so extra because she was loving all the best that's going on in the ring, and she like moved her hips so many times to her music, and she had that physicality with Charlotte Flair closing SmackDown. So they're teasing Sasha Banks versus Charlotte Flair feud. We haven't seen that since 2016. All the matches back then have been absolutely classic, so excited to see what they're gonna bring this time around. Alright, AEW Dynamite, we saw a match between Ruby Soho and Penelope Ford. This was the first match in the tournament for the TBS Championship. For a second I was like, wait, we've seen this match before. But it was Ruby Soho versus the Bunny. At the end of this match, either Bunny tried to hand Penelope the brass knuckle, or Penelope took out the brass knuckle from pocket. I don't know exactly what happened, but referee catches it, and while Penelope is distracted by that whole failure of brass knuckle situation, Ruby rolls her up for a win. This match was okay. I'll say meh. This match was just a match. And Ruby Soho came into AEW so hot with so much momentum. And I think all the matches were solid, but none of them really wowed me for me to believe that she's the next AEW star. It's not the feeling I'm getting from Mickie James or Deonna Purrazzo, who is like flourishing and showing everything they got outside of WWE. So in the next round, she will be facing Chris Statlander. So I think that match will be a little more exciting, especially because I don't think she can play the same role of what she's played with all the heels that she had faced. I think it could be the match I've been looking for from Ruby. And after this match, Penelope and Bunny tries to attack Ruby 2-on-1, and who comes out? Red Velvet comes out for a save. This is what AEW does for all women's storyline. Yeah, good to see Red Velvet because I've been missing her. Alright, so this week let's wrap it up with Raw. We saw 3 big segments for the women, starting with Queen Zelina Vega's coronation ceremony. She is the first ever WWE official queen. Am I doing a good job? I loved how Zelina Vega had her accent come in and out. It was super extra and it was really cool. It was definitely an homage to Lana. I really liked it, from her interactions with Mike Rome to all the queen references from Cleopatra. I think it's clearly the gimmick that Zelina's gonna flourish in. It really gives her something special and unique from all the other women that's in the locker room. But we saw her have a rematch with Doudrop, which Paloma predicted. And in this match, we saw a glimpse of what Zelina's gimmick will be. So in this match, she started like untying the turnbuckle. And while referee was checking on it, she attacked protect Dewdrop with her scepter, so which was a very smart move. Super satisfied for this showcase of her queen gimmick. Next match, we saw Carmella versus Liv Morgan, another one-on-one match. Before this match started, Carmella cut this really cute promo backstage, kind of telling us about the origin story of this mask. It's like diamond-coated carbon fiber, so it's like really cool. I don't know if that actually protect her face, maybe from like scratches. Love the dynamic of Corey Graves as a commentator when Carmella was there, especially because they got engaged. Super happy for them. And then we saw Liv Morgan come out with the Chucky-inspired Halloween outfit. I'm kind of surprised that she's the only one that had a Halloween gear. In this match, we saw this fun spot when she smashed Carmella's face into the announcer table and Corey Graves was like, what? And then Morgan's like, happy engagement. And then we saw Carmella pick up the win with this amazing face buster. We saw like a version of this with her with Sasha Banks. I hope this is like her default new finisher because this looked awesome while having that diva lineage. This makes me kind of want to do like a face buster compilation. That would be a really fun video too. So Stratify. Yeah, not sure what this means for Liv Morgan. She lost another match to Carmella. Hopefully we can start building our momentum because I think she really needs it. And lastly, we saw this explosive segment between Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. Becky Lynch came out looking amazing with that black and white gear. She cut a really good promo about how she actually never lost this Raw Women's Championship since winning it from the WrestleMania main event match. And then she proceeded to talk about winning the Saudi Arabia Crown Jewel match. And then Bianca Belair came out, and the moment she came out, she took her earrings off. We're like, some shit's gonna go down. We talk about this almost every week, but Bianca's so good as a face because she doesn't necessarily follow that face, I'm a happy, I'm humble face kind of formula that WWE has. She's edgy, she's confident, and she's ready to fight. She said that Becky should be ashamed of cheating at Crown Jewel, and as she defeated 3 of the 4 horsewomen, the next is her. And she also brought up the fact that last week she defeated the Raw Women's Champion in a singles match, so she deserves that Raw Women's Championship opportunity, although it was a DQ win. Then this is when segment got really good when Bianca got serious with Becky Lynch, pointing out Becky Lynch's bravado is all about Becky's insecurity and she is nothing without the title. I mean, she really got so serious in here, and some of the things that she said was kind of meta, because even though Becky Lynch is one of the most popular characters in WWE, Bianca, people did not turn on Bianca Belair when Becky took the title away for Bianca. If anything, people were more fiercely behind Bianca Belair. And then Becky says, get back in the line, bitch. And then that's when they start fighting. The fight part was also super intense. Bianca throws Becky over the announcer table and then stops Becky when she's about to attack her with kendo stick, and then starts beating the shit out of Becky with the kendo stick, trying to hit KOD. Becky Lynch reverses and gets out of the ring, accepting Bianca Belair's challenge. I also really love Bianca's facial expression in the last part. As the segment got serious, she really had her emotion in there, and at the end, after she was beating Becky Lynch, she wasn't just smiling and celebrating like most faces do. You can see the rage and anger in her face, and almost like sadness into her too. That was really interesting, and she's so good with facial expression. It really gives more layers into that character. Very stressed. Before we wrap up, I want to talk briefly about Bound for Glory. This Bound for Glory was so good. So I'm actually filming a whole review with Ella J. I'm sure Ella J is super emotional about this pay-per-view because it was absolutely amazing. I mean, just to briefly recap, we saw Mickie James take down Deonna Purrazzo to become the new Knockouts champion. It's so good to see her with the title. And then WWE's Iconic, now known as Inspiration, defeated the Decay to become the new Knockouts Tag Champions. And we also saw Jordynne Grace become the inaugural Digital Media Champion, and Melina, the former WWE Women's Champion, made her surprise entry to Call Your Shot Gauntlet match for some good intergender action. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this week's recap. Thank you again for Gemstone Legend. Download the game right now and play with me. You'll probably beat me, but also there are some cool videos coming out this week. Yes, Bound for Glory review with Ella J is gonna come out, and we also got the PWI 150 analysis video going through the top 10 from the list with Paloma Star and a member of PWI selection committee, so that's gonna be a really fun video. So look out for that. You can find me at DS Shin on Instagram, Ring the Bell DS on Twitter and TikTok. I'll make more videos, but thank you for all the follows, and you can see me next week. Bye!